Hello and welcome to this episode of Eagle's Eye. I'm your host, Payton O'Toole. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, I'm joined by the head coach of the Ashland University swim and dive team, Coach Sydney Laughlin. Sydney, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm
Thanks
good.
for having me.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about how you got into the world of swimming?
Yeah, I grew up playing all sorts of different sports and all of that fun stuff. Moved out to California for a little bit. My family has moved around a lot. And that is the biggest sport out there is water polo and swimming. And so got into that then when I was probably around like 11 years old. And ever since then started swimming and having fun with it. And then found the love for coaching in it as well, teaching lessons, all of that fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, that actually leads into our next question, which is what led you to wanting to become a coach and what has your coaching career looked like?
Yeah, absolutely. My high school coach left a huge impact on me, constantly telling me when we're at faster meets, like, hey, come get the splits with me. Come stand by me and let's watch these races and see what works best for swimmer in lane 2 and swimmer in lane 8. And so we would always meet over that and talk, and it was just started the love for coaching and helping people have that light bulb moment, like after your race at conference. It was just so cool to see that and see the light bulb go off, the smiles, all of that fun stuff when you see the hard work get paid off.
Yeah. So you actually graduated from AU back in 2023, and then you went to the University of Cumberland's before coming back to AU. So what was it like getting your master's at Cumberland's and then coming back to your alma mater?
Yeah, it's a really cool experience not a lot of people get to have. And so graduating was awesome, one of those milestones, and then you go and get more schooling done, not your favorite, but you kind of have to do it sometimes. And then, I just worked under Eric Skelly as an alumni as well from Ashland University. And so it was really cool to get that experience of learning some more details of coaching with him.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you and I talk about this all the time, but faith has played a really big part in your life. So how has God played a role in your career?
Yeah, grew up in a Christian household, going to church, involved with FCA, involved with Young Life. And so it's always just been an aspect of my life, but through the process of coaching, it's been something where I fully feel like it's my walk with the Lord now, and I get to kind of share that with my athletes. And so we were actually just talking about a women's Bible study on the team, and so we actually have a men's and a women's. I was just sharing with some people that we have about like 8 to 10 people that accepted Christ on the team. And so that's just something that is really cool because that's the purpose of life. And so it's really cool to have that little aspect to share on the team.
Yeah, and it's awesome. I love being a part of that.
Yeah.
So just a week ago, you and the team returned from Canton, Ohio, where you guys competed at GMAX, or the Great Midwest Athletic Conference Championship. So how was the meet for you guys? And
we had a total of 70 new personal best times. That's a lot more than we had last year, which is mind-blowing, but it's really cool to see. We had overall the whole season, we have a record broken in the 2 back, and then we also have 2 national B cuts on the swim side. On the diving side, there's 2 divers, Joey and Riley Hunt. They both broke diving records at the meet at conference, and so that was really cool. And then we also have 3 divers going to nationals in a couple weeks. So it's been a very great season, lots of ups and downs, but I'm very proud of the team for how far they've come.
Yeah, that's awesome. So kind of leading into diving a little bit, you are not alone in your coaching role. You have a diving coach in Morgan.
Yes.
What is it like working with her?
It's fantastic. I know nothing about diving, and so it's really cool hearing new things and learning new things. I was actually sitting with a diver at a meet, and he was like, Sydney, come teach and learn the scoring. And so it's just learning new things every time is so fascinating. But Morgan is a very detailed, intense, amazing coach. And so she will push you to reach your potential that you don't even know you have. And so it's really cool to see how far the divers have come.
Yeah, and she has the cutest son ever, too.
Ollie, he's so cute.
So another coach that actually helped out this past season and fellow Ashland alum, he kind of volunteered from time to time when he could, was Ben Hungel.
Yes.
So what was it like to have Ben there to help you out on the swimming side of coaching, since you are the only current head coach?
Yeah, lifesaver. He was fantastic to have on the pool deck. I think it's really important to have other people, especially alumni, to come back and just pour into the team as much as other alumni have poured into them when they were here. And so having that aspect of just seeing him get the guys' energy up on the men's side of the team was incredible. And then being able to jump up and down and cheer along with another coach at conference was a great feeling after having no assistant coach for the whole season. So it was really cool to have him there.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you kind of touched on this a little bit already, but we have a handful of divers and one potential swimmer heading to nationals this year, which is the most the team has had in a minute. So how exciting is that to have that many people head to nationals in your first year as the head coach?
Yeah, I don't think I can wrap my head around it yet. I'm still trying to understand it. It's just a blessing and a gift given from the Lord, and so it's really cool to see that and then continue to pour into them and get everyone excited. We actually leave in a couple hours to go to our last chance meet tonight, and then we'll compete again tomorrow just to get a faster time for our swimmer Yasmin. So.
Yeah, and shout out Yaz.
Yeah.
So going into the academic side of swimming, you had a swimmer receive major academic honor at conference in Rachel Stanchek. Can you tell us what it means to you as the coach to have someone on the team receive the Elite 26 award?
Yeah, I was shook. I was very surprised just because me personally, I'm not the best at academics. And so I thought that was just so cool to see that all of her hard work has paid off. She's constantly we call it the fishbowl on the pool deck, but it's this room full of windows, and she's always in there doing homework. She's always in there. She's working, she's swimming, doing homework, studying, pouring into the team. She created the senior gifts for the seniors this year. And so she is just always giving into the team, and it was really cool to see it all paid off, whether that is through everything that she's done, but it was really cool to see it in the academic side of it.
Yeah,
But,
absolutely. So transitioning into the off season, what does that look like for you as a coach and for the swimmers who are done with their season?
Yeah, for our seniors, it's bittersweet, but it's also really cool because they get to start their next chapter of their life. And so that was always one of my favorite memories, is just clinging on to all of your college memories, but growing up and getting to explore the world. And so that's a really cool moment for them. But then for our juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, and our incoming class for next season, we have a lot of work to work on. And so it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of drills and focusing on the little things during the spring training. And then once we hit it back in the fall, we're going hard again. And so it'll be fun. But yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear drills for the spring.
Yes.
But, so who's a role model that you look up to in the coaching world?
Yeah. I would say my high school coach was the first one, just constantly being there, pouring into you. They wanted to know you for who you are and not as just a swimmer. And so it kind of ties into our accent on the individual here at Ashland and getting to know each person for who they are. But then another role model is all of the coaches that I've worked with. I couldn't even name one specific, but at Kenyon College, like I run a camp there with them and work with them. And so each summer you get to meet a new coach, whether that's a D1 school or a D3 school. And so there's so many varieties, and it's just really cool to sit in and just listen to every coach that coaches swimming and diving and just kind of learn new things every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so kind of wrapping it up, what has your favorite memory as a coach been at AU?
Ooh, there's so many. I think, honestly, like after conference, during races, I'm not someone to get super emotional all the time. And it was just cool because like during races, I would get like teary-eyed a little bit because it was like you could see all of their hard work is paying off. And there's people that are so bought in that they're above and beyond excited for the next season. But then it was cool to have, like I mentioned earlier, that light bulb moment, seeing it go off and be like, I understand now, like I know where we're at, seeing the times, like it was just one of those cool moments at the end of the season that it's a really long season. And so going from the beginning of the fall all the way to the end of the spring is really long. And so having a moment where you see it all pay off was fantastic.
Yeah. So Sydney, thank you so much for sitting down with us, and good luck to you and Yaz tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
So that will do it for this episode of Eagle's Eye. Make sure to follow us across all social media at AUTV Ashland. Until next time, I'm Payton O'Toole. Thanks so much for watching.